Hogs, I'm Alana, I'm here with Max.
Hello.
This is IGN, and today we have these air hogs from SpinMaster, which are basically flying remote control Star Wars vehicles.
What a brave new world. What have we got?
We have...
X-Wing fighter. How much is that?
The X-Wing fighter is sort of in the mid-range, that one's about $70.
Then of course you have the very upscale quad rotor.
Yes, this is the
Millennium
most
Falcon.
expensive one for $110 because it controls the best. The X-Wing, on the other hand, kind of only works when you're outdoors or you can throw it a really long distance. Otherwise, it's a little bit hard to control and just nosedives.
If you're on a budget, there's also a smaller single rotor Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, so that one is $50, and I feel like that controls pretty well as well. It kind of has an interesting lean, but the quad is still definitely
And then for those of you who don't like flying things, there is of course Imperial speeder bike and Luke's land speeder.
And those two are $35, so there's a pretty big range of prices here, and definitely a pretty big range of quality as well. Shall we just... Luckily, they're made of foam and plastic. These are incredibly light. The first question most people had about this one, upon seeing it around the office, is how does it fly? Because, you know, it looks heavy, it's just made of foam. We've had tons of fun playing with these around the office, actually.
It's kind of like a painted Nerf material, and there's like a plastic reinforcement going on here. We had some issues getting this to go, but we were also doing it in an office with large wooden rafters.
So it took us a little while to figure out you have to throw it kind of down so that it lifts back up.
Yep.
And yeah, I mean, it looks like it shouldn't fly because it's big, but it's so light. But I think even for the fact that they're made of foam and plastic effectively, I mean, it's not expensive materials. They have done a lot to make it look authentic, like this one specifically lights up.
Yeah.
Which is especially cool because it's actually the controllers for them that charge them. So these don't have any standalone batteries in them, but they still manage to light up and fly just by being plugged into...
They also do sound effects.
Yes.
Most of them have speakers on the controllers that make a bunch of authentic Lucasfilm noises. This one will make noises out of the actual device. If it's about to crash, it'll sound like it's got homing missiles on it. It's pretty great.
Yeah, so like, if it knows that you're screwing up or it's tilted, the controller will make a bunch of urgent noises at you to tell you that you're doing a terrible job, which that one I think is the easiest to control on extremes. This one here is a little bit harder to get off the ground. It doesn't stay steady quite as much.
Get the hang of it.
The X-Wing, I think, is awesome as long as you have a really appropriate space for it, and I think that wind is going to be a really big factor because it is so light, so there's a lot working against it.
Yeah. Also, the more you crash these guys, the more you're going to mess up the rotors, and that might make them
We've done a lot
bit...
of crashing so far, and nothing too bad has happened. This one as well had this weird thing where it stopped working because it sucked up a bunch of hair into this bottom.
That happens.
And then just stopped functioning completely. And these two, which are the cheaper two, are land vehicles, so they don't actually fly. I wish they hovered. But they're also, unfortunately, pretty bad.
They do a lot of spinning around.
They spin, they're very hard to control.
Kind of like Luke had a few Celestian ales down at the Chalmun's Cantina and decided to cruise home.
Yeah, they don't quite do what you want. So in general, I wonder if the price of these is a little bit high for what they actually do, but I think the quad specifically is...
Punch it, Chewie.
It's really cool.
That's really awesome. Stay on target.